Hey y'all, hey, I'm back with another video asking that you subscribe, share, and like, and hit the notification bell so you know when another video drops. Um, come on in, come on in. I want to talk to you guys today about, I guess, staying true to yourself. We are in a time, I've been talking to you guys about spiritual warfare and focusing on you. And it's so important to stay true to your values and the things that guide you. I was watching a podcast, and a girl had got cheated on, and the somebody that she knew, like they weren't friends, but they knew each other from social media, and she reached out to her and said, do you want to know who this person that you're saying you're in love with, who they are, And she said that she appreciated that she asked, And so when they were moving through the conversation, she was saying in that moment when the girl was telling her about the person she was with, she felt overcome by God asking her, are you just talking what you're saying to people, or are you going to live in it? And she said, yeah, I'm not just talking it, I believe it, and I'm going to live in it, And so she broke off the relationship. And I'm not even just speaking into focusing on relationship, friendships, co-workers, anybody that you're encountering on a regular basis. I want you to know how important it is to stay true to what you believe and what God is speaking to you about. Yeah, it's been a wild run. I know that I have been in a lot of positions of being tested lately. And I really know that God is allowing things to happen and waiting to see what I'm going to do with it, waiting to see if I'm going to honor myself, waiting to see if what we talked about, that's what I'm trying to walk in. And really just moving in my faith, It's difficult, y'all. I'm not going to try to sell it to you any other way. But the importance of what you've been told and honoring that is going to change your reality. It is going to change your reality. It's going to change my reality. Like, I feel it. I feel like everything is getting shook and stirred up so much, because it's like, let me show you what you are living in, what you are choosing. Let me show you what is in front of you that you done had rose-colored glasses on about. Let me show you your reality and see if you're going to do what you said you would do or settle. The life that is meant for us is way bigger than what we are settling in. We have to be very careful to, and my biggest battle, honestly, is I've been trying to hear God's voice, being able to recognize it, knowing for sure, that it's God talking to me and not me talking to me, not the enemy being able to intrude and be in my thoughts where I'm hearing that louder than the voice of God. And So there has been some things that I'm like, no, this is God. This is God. You know, like my conviction about it, I'm like, yeah, it must be God redirecting me, you know. And it's my empathy. It's my empathy for people and not wanting to cause harm, not wanting to be labeled as anything that I didn't think I was. And it will make me backtrack. And I'm like, no, okay, God, I hear you telling me like I shouldn't do this and that was the wrong decision, and step right back into what I was supposed to be being removed from. And it has been painful. That's how I know God ain't had nothing to do with it. Because when I step back into it, it just becomes more and more painful. And that's what's making me register. Like, girl, this is you. This is you. And your big heart. I seen a video the other day. The girl said, somebody could try to hit me with a car and then say they're hungry and I'm about to try to feed them. She spoke directly to me. People will be doing things that I can't even wrap my mind around to me. But I'm like, who you are is who you are, and just continue to dwell in that space, you know. But if we keep on feeding the enemy, if we keep on feeding the people that have no good intention for us, when we get to the place of recognizing different, we gonna be without. When we realize, like, dang, I really been just being people that they meant me no good. And it's not, I don't even want to say that people are just hateful in that way. I feel like they're moving to what benefits them. Like, it's benefiting me. Why would I move away from it? Like, so we gotta get real strong on that discernment. Keep talking to God about discernment, because yeah, it's a crazy thing. It's a crazy thing for you to just be giving out your energy and your good thoughts and the good space you're in to people that's trying to just suck everything out your cup. We have to get our discernment up so we can really know that we're hearing God. That it's God and not ourselves, or not something that had been planted in our mind a while ago from other people. You know, that it's really God that we are hearing and receiving from. And yeah, that we are not in the learning of our lessons and our growth and our healing, that we still aren't being taken advantage of. That's not what God wants for us. We just like, yeah, we got these big old hearts. People just want to keep on using us. Let us stop. We have to stop and get into a place where we recognize, like, this is some bullshit. This that bullshit right here. Like, yeah, God didn't intend this for me. I'm living in this because of my choice. My choice. And what yeah, I keep telling myself I should be doing and not taking the correct direction. It is so important for us to start putting ourselves on the top of the list. And people gonna be like, yeah, it don't even make sense that she would keep saying be selfish. God knows who we are, and that we would never be in a place of leaving anybody hungry or leaving anybody feeling low. But if we focus on us, we have overflow to pour out. We cannot do anything if our cup is empty. We can't be who we're supposed to be in this world if our cup is empty. The overflow that we have, that's what drips out and fills other people's cups. Not us taking our cup and being like, well, let me give you a swig and you a swig and you a swig and you a swig, and then I go to swig and I'm parched. That's not what was meant. We've been in a place of real misunderstanding and misinformation, okay? And yeah, I want the huge hearts of the world to not be tainted from our own undoing. We'll be looking around like, how in the world am I feeling this love when I'm always here for everybody else? Because we wasn't here for us. We have to be here for us before we make a list of everybody we should be checking on. Because we're not getting checked on. Be here for you. And it's so funny because I just made that last video. I was talking about, I don't care if people look at me crazy anymore. You know, like, I don't care. That was a worry of mine. Like, oh, people gonna think I lost my mind. It literally showed itself in this weekend. I'm talking about, I was in a situation where all I could do is talk to God. Like, even when I was having thoughts that I shouldn't be having, like wanting to be hateful and wanting to push out what I was receiving, something just told me to keep being quiet. Just keep being quiet. Keep it to yourself, because you are exerting energy that is not meant for you to exert. And I sat in that moment and just started talking to God. And literally out loud, the person said, "Are you crazy?" If me talking to God in the middle of chaos make me crazy, I am. I just spoke that. Like, I'm not going to be afraid of people viewing me crazy no more. And in that moment, I literally just start talking to God. And the person literally was like, "Are you crazy?" It didn't even affect me in a way that it stopped my communication with God. And that's where we need to get to, a place where I can't make a move without God. I can't turn direction. I can't have a conversation. I can't bring people around me. I can't step into a room. Like, I don't want to do nothing without God. It has gotten to a point where I'm like, God, I know you're the only one that's been there through everything. Let me talk with you. I was talking to my best friend and I was telling her, yeah, it's just so important to have that measure of life. You know, to have a person that's been around you so long and can recognize your growth and know what you have become and know the things you've worked on and know that you're pushing forward and that you're trying to do better. They can recognize that in you because they seen you when you was doing wrong and didn't care, you know? And yeah, God, like, that's me. I've been there since birth. I know everything you walk through. Just confide in me. Let's have constant communication. Continue to call me every day. Continue to check in when you're feeling unsure. Continue to look to me when you can't love yourself in the moments. Continue to lean on me, because I always had your back. It's gonna take some real certainty in this time. You gotta be so sure of yourself. Stop being around people that make you question yourself. Even if you are around people, stop questioning yourself. Your life, your perspective, the things you have been through cause you to think the way you think, move the way you move, and it may be lonely sometimes. But no, it gets greater later. It gets greater later. We got to just be so sure. We got to be so sure that the belief we got in God is really just confirmation that everything that we believe we're supposed to have is coming. Love that won't make you question yourself is coming. I know I deserve it. I know you deserve it. I love you.